everyone, my name is Shivika and I am the founder CEO of AGILE Limited. Firstly, let me breathe this out because it's the very first YouTube video that I'm creating today, and I have been thinking about this for a really long time, which I finally decided to do now. And it's so strange that this one came to me about 3:05 in the night. I'm in India at the moment, so yeah. I never thought I would be doing it at this time, but I'm really excited about it and I'm really looking forward to it. What is the video about, really? So, the video is my top 10 tips to starting a business at university. Now, you must think why I am talking about this. Well, the reason is I started my business at university and it's been about 2 years that I started up, and it was in 2017 that I graduated. Let me tell you very little about myself because I really want to get to the point where I talk about the very point of the video, which is the top 10 tips to starting a business at university. I did my undergrad from Kamala Nehru, which is in Delhi University, and I did my undergrad in political science. I graduated in 2016, and soon after I decided to do my master's from the University of Warwick, which is in England, and I moved to England in 2016 September. It was a decision which I made. I don't know if I made that decision, but yeah, I always wanted to go to the US to study, but this really happened. You know, they say sometimes you plan things and sometimes life plan things for you. So I decided to really move, and I did my master's in international relations 1 year, and it has been one life-changing year for me. By the time university ended, I decided to stay back and, look for opportunities and do different things. And it was then when I really decided to start my own business. Although I had the idea early on, but it was then that I decided to start my business in university. Now, the purpose of this video really is to talk to people or to really convey the point that starting at a business at uni is not something difficult. It's not something you can't do. It's not something you shouldn't think about. And it is definitely something you should really start thinking about now. And people have done it. I have done it. And so is the reason I really want to convey my lessons. And so is the reason I really want to talk about my journey, so that really helps you to walk on the path, take up that journey, because it's very much possible. It's not something that is out of the blue, and it's not something that you cannot do. Without further talking, because I can really get to talking a lot, without further talking, let's get to the very point, which is the top 10 tips. Now, the number one tip is to get involved. Now, university has a lot of opportunities for students, like we all know, but the basic idea behind those opportunities, behind those societies, behind those clubs is to get involved. University being the place it is, it's so important for everyone to meet new people, to engage yourself with different activities, to expose yourself to different kinds of environments and different kinds of cultures, because most times you will come across people who come from different cities, different countries if you're going abroad like I did, and which really puts you in a place where you are in a multicultural environment, and the different kind of cultures, the different kind of people will teach you so much. So what I want to say is, please get involved. You never know what you learn from someone. You never know what someone really brings to the table for you. And you never know, you might just find your co-founder, or you might find your teammates whilst you're getting involved with other people. The second one being, which really comes from the very first point of getting involved, is get out of your comfort zone. I feel my experience tells me that university is the place where you can really create, really shape the new you. And saying that, getting out of your comfort zone really means that doing things that you have always resisted doing, or doing things that you feel you can't do, or doing things you feel, simply put, not comfortable doing. What I want to say is, university is the place. It is a new place altogether, with new people, new surroundings. Get out of your comfort zone. Do things that you've never done. learn things that you've never done. And getting out of your comfort zone will really put you in places, like I said before, in exposing places which will help you grow as a person, which will help you gain that confidence, which will help you do things you've never done before. And all this, whilst you do it at university, will help you in your business whenever it is that you start. So get involved and get out of your comfort zone, because starting a business is not easy. And to do that, it's important and it's essential, in fact, to get out of your comfort zone, to do things that are way beyond your comfort zone. So coming from experience, I was never fond of doing math. I was never fond of doing financials. I would never read about law or anything like that. But today, it's just about everything. As an entrepreneur, you really have to do so many different things. Now, the third one being, get rid of the idea that you cannot share your idea with someone else. Now, again, coming from personal experience, I always used to think that one should not be sharing their ideas because it might get stolen, or people might just start it off because people could. I mean, yeah, but I think it was only over time that I realized that it's important to share your ideas and get early feedback. It's really important to share your ideas with people who can pitch in something very, very valuable to your idea or to your concept, or at whatever stage you are in your startup venture. So please share your idea with people. Let me tell you something, nobody really has the time to leave everything that they're doing and start working on something that you so passionately love or that you so passionately want to do. And another thing that really defines other people from you is what you bring to the table with regards to what you want to do. Nobody else can do it for you. So never be afraid to do that. And when you do that, I mean, when you really share your idea with people you trust, with people you think can bring something to your idea or add value to your idea, what you really do is you also gain early feedback. So for instance, initially what I did when I was out of that stage of sharing my idea, of not sharing my idea, what I used to do was I used to ask people what they think about it, and used to tell them this is what I feel and all of that. And they would tell me that, you could add on this, or this is not how it goes, the market is not supporting this, things like that. I mean, you can get such amazing feedback sometimes, which can really, really shape things for you, and which will really help you to do things and make those amends early on, instead of making those mistakes and then thinking, okay, I should have thought about this earlier. So don't be afraid to share your idea. It is completely alright. People do it all the time. And be sure to share it with trustworthy people is all I want to really say. The fourth one being, now that you're in university, more than most universities offer accelerators, incubators, startup communities, entrepreneur groups. Please join them. Now, why do I say that? Simply because this puts you in place where you can really, really engage with like-minded people, where you can really engage and talk to people who want to do things like you, who want to live the life you want to live, which will help you and which will help you in shaping your idea, and which will help you in shaping yourself as an entrepreneur. And it really kind of provides you that kind of environment, that kind of incubation that your idea needs, or that you need as an entrepreneur. I mean, any idea is only an idea until an execution comes in place. And who is really executing it is you. I mean, you're the person executing it. So for that reason, it's so important to hone yourself, to hone your skills, to develop yourself. And to do that, surrounding yourself with the kind of people who also want the same things in life will fasten your growth. And not just that, it will motivate you on days of your life when you feel so low and when you feel it's just not working out. So join those incubators. Most times they're free. Join the accelerators. In fact, I was part of the Warwick incubator, and it has been a very, very enriching experience for me. I only got to know about it by the end of uni, so I could do 2 months of it, and I really met the community of people who wanted to start up. I spoke to them. I heard so many different ideas. I mean, I couldn't believe myself that people are so creative. And I used to think to myself, like, really, people are working on so many different opportunities, trying to solve so many different problems, which really puts you in a place of growth, positivity, and just like mine. So that. Now, the fifth one, yes, we're on the fifth one, be agile. Now, why I say that is, as a student, we have very, very limited money, but infinite scope. Do not take steps that you would regret later on. Now, by being agile, I mean only spend on things that you're very sure of or you want to test. And by testing, I mean only create so much that you can pay for, or you can immediately tweak or change. Create an MVP of what you think is your product or your service, and test it out. If you feel people really want it, if you feel people really need it, go out, talk to the customers, talk to your potential customers, talk to people who will be your target audience in the coming time, and they will really help you to understand the fact that if this is something the market really needs, or if this is something that you're creating just by thinking here but not really applying it anywhere. And research is key, so please invest a lot of time in research. I think university time gives you ample time to spend time on research on your very idea. So don't skip the research part. Research, and do that enough so that you have an MVP which you can test out. Once you know it's working, or if it's not working, or what parts are working, come back, tweak, amend, go back, test, come back, tweak, amend. And that will really, really help you. That will really, really restrict you to go out of your way and do things that don't need attention, or that don't need the effort and the money, which as students we mostly don't have. So, and the money to be invested in it. So be very careful about that part. We have very little money as students, but infinite scope. Use that infinite scope to understand your target audience, understand your concept, to hone your skills, or to even understand parts of your business that might be very, very helpful in the future. So it's so important to do that. Please do not overinvest, do not create products, do not create services that nobody needs. And if you are doing that, do it in the most minimalist manner so that you're able to, come back and do things that can be helpful to you and that does not cause you too much harm. Now, another point, which is the sixth tip I want to give, is learn to save early on. Now, why I want to really stress upon this is, as students, and not just as students, most people don't know anything about financial literacy. So what they tend to do is whatever they earn, they tend to spend. So in times of need, in times of stress, in times of any kind of emergency, they're left with nothing. Let's not do that. Let's change that. As students, it's a very, very good time to understand how money works. It's a very good time to understand how to save money, how to budget, and how to use your money. Because it's also a good time to spend, to party, to chill, everything. I did that myself, but 3 months down the line, I understood that's not how things work. That's not how this is going to go forward. So learn to save early on, which will also help you to create that initial funding that you would need for your business. And depending on your situation, now I don't mean save everything that you get or save 80% of what you get. Now, depending on your particular situation, save a little and then decide on how much you want to spend on whatever. Go by the 50-30-20 rule, which I will explain in the next video. But yes, do the budgeting rule, do what it takes to budget, do what it takes to save, and most importantly, it will help create a contingency fund for you, which will help you in any kind of emergency. So please learn to save early on. This tip would help you years ahead of whenever you start off managing your money, learning how to manage your money, learning financial literacy will really go a long, long way. Now, coming to the seventh point, which is Whilst building for other people, don't forget to build yourself. Very simply put, people invest in people. Now, I understand the fact that you want to build big things, you want to do big stuff, and we all want to gain big things in life, but we don't want to do the work for it. Most of us, or we get tired to do the work for it. So let's take it in this way that if I really want to invest, or if I really feel somebody trustworthy, I will be more willing to invest in that person no matter what. So don't ignore yourself while building something for your customers. So if you know marketing is your strength, improve on it. Do more lessons, do more classes, go on YouTube. Everything is free today. There's so much knowledge online. Do more classes, learn more stuff, and own your skills. Build your confidence, learn public speaking. It's not easy, I understand that, but give yourself time, give yourself half an hour, 1 hour every day to learn a new skill, or to practice a skill every day for the next 1 month. Or say, I want to finish a course on digital marketing, I want to do a course on intellectual property, or I want to do a course on public speaking, or I want to do a course on coding. So hone your skills, please. It's so important. I mean, don't just sit and think that if I create something, people would want it and then they would buy it and yay, I'm a billionaire or I'm a millionaire. No, it doesn't work like that. Obviously, you know it. You're smart. If you're watching this, you are smart to understand that before you start something, you need to do your research, and that's why you're here. So please invest in yourself. Don't be afraid to spend money on yourself, to learn something new, to gain something new, and to really improve on yourself. You will feel so much more confident. You will feel so good about yourself, let me tell you that. Do internships, do part-time work. You learn so much. Okay, quick experience. I never knew how to sell, or even the fact that I could sell. So I used to always wonder, and I've always asked this question to a few people. I don't know if they remember that. How to sell. I just asked them how to sell. How does somebody sell? I mean, how does somebody really sell? And as entrepreneurs, they always emphasize that you should know how to sell. So I started working part-time at this place, and 1 month down the line, I think, and I was at the desk. Oh my gosh, my dogs are going crazy at 2:30 in the night. But never mind. So, where was I? Yeah, so I started working 1 month down the line, and it was a part-time job. In fact, 1 month down the line, the manager came to me and told me, Shiv, you're really good at selling. And I was like, really? I mean, I didn't know that about myself. And once I knew that, yes, I am good at selling, I started doing more of it. I started working on skills that could help me sell more, because I kind of got that appreciation and I just wanted to do more of it. So get out of your comfort zone. Once again, I want to say that, and try and explore new things, try and do new things, because you never know what really comes out of the way and helps you learn new things. So yeah, people invest in people. Please invest in yourself. It's highly recommended, and it's highly important. Coming to point number 8, and we are only 2 more to go. So point number 8 being, an entrepreneur wears so many different hats. Be prepared. I did my undergrad in political science, did my master's in international relations, and I'm now a founder of a fintech startup. How that happened is a long journey, which I will put in short probably in one of the next videos. But as an entrepreneur, I had to learn so many different things. I had to read so many different things, which I had never thought. I read about coding, I read about Internet of Things, I read about IP, I read about IP being intellectual property, and then I read about how to do financial forecasts. I read about even things like how the mind of an entrepreneur works, things about how business works, things about how to sell, which I never did until my master's. It was only when I started up that I had to, and eventually I started enjoying all of this. And today I just enjoy reading articles about mindset of an entrepreneur, or doing my business right, and things like that. Now, number 9. most people have the question, when do you think is a good time to start? Now let me tell you something. The best time to start is now. Okay, I had to literally go through big chaos, and but I'm settled down. Okay, number 9. When I said, if you want to start, the best time is now. So many people have this question, and let me tell you, please, if you want to start, the time is now. Now, I'm not saying that leave everything and just go for that startup journey or start your idea now. What I want to say here is that start your research now. See if what you're doing really is something that is of interest to you. If it is something that you enjoy reading about, if it's something that you like researching about, if it's something you like talking to others about, and if it's the field you want to work in for the rest of your life, because you are sure starting it to do it for the rest of your life, right? So be sure to know that you really want to do this. And let me bring a concept to you here, which is called Moonlighting Entrepreneur. What you do in this is simply not leave your current job or not leave what you're currently doing. For example, if you're studying at the moment, don't be a dropout, and then continue to simultaneously focus on your idea, researching your idea, creating your MVP and things like that. So do not give up everything. Do not spend all your money into the startup idea. Do not give all your time to the startup idea early on. Early on, the best idea is to start researching, talking to your potential customers or talking to potential clients or talking to people who are in the like-minded circle in your incubators or accelerators. They will really help you. They will really shape your idea. They will really help you to understand what you want to do out of the very idea. And the time is now. Please start. And coming to the 10th one, okay, that was a long list, but I am sure it was very helpful. But the most important one, number 10, is believe in yourself. I cannot stress this enough, but please believe in yourself. I mean, I'm begging you to believe in yourself. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you cannot do it. Don't let anyone ever tell you that this is not something for you. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you are not meant for this. And let me tell you something, I've been told all of this. That's why. Believe in yourself, because a lot of people will come your way who will tell you all these things for whatever reasons they have. Probably they can't do those things, but yeah, whatever. So don't ever listen to all that. And in order to not listen to all that, in order to not be affected by all that, it's highly important, before you start all of this, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself that you can do it. Believe in yourself that you are made for this. Believe in yourself that if it does not work out, you will pivot. Believe in yourself that if it's not something that the market needs right now, and this is not something you probably don't want to do a year ahead from now, to take a step back, but being positively starting something else. So all of this starts from believing in yourself. If it works, if it works, if it doesn't work, if people believe in you, if things don't go right, end of day, what really matters is to believe in yourself. And with that, we end the top 10 tips to starting a business at university. Yay! I'm so happy about that I could share my top 10 tips to starting a business at university. These are the tips I followed myself, and I feel that's why they're really important. Each of these tips I have practiced myself. That's why I am out here sitting telling you about them, and I hope this really helps you. If you feel after watching this video that there are any other tips that you want to share and you feel are your top tips to starting a business at university, please do share them in the comment section, because they will help me grow as an entrepreneur and help other viewers who are wanting to start at uni or who have started at uni to learn from you, to gain from you, and to grow together as a community. And if you feel that this video was in any way helpful to you, and if you feel that the kind of content I will be putting forward in the future is going to be helpful to you, please like the video and please also subscribe to the channel. And if you have any suggestions, if you have any videos, ideas based on my experience that you would want me to do, please share it in the comments below. And I have my doggy here. He's called Scissor, but yeah, he's going. So yes, please do share with me in the comment section, and it will be a great idea if you would want to share what are the other ideas you want to talk about. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I am so happy I finally did my, oh my gosh, I am so happy I finally did my first video on YouTube, and it took me a while to sit and really do it, but here I am. Finishing it, so excited to shoot the next one and get some feedback on this one. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.